The El Paso area boy who wrote a letter to Santa that ended up in Kansas is getting his wish fulfilled. Among other things, 2-year-old Lucas Rubio asked for a toy of the UTEP mascot, Pater Pete. ABC 7's Stephanie Valle reports in a story you'll see only on ABC 7. The Rubio family thinks this is more than just a Christmas magic.
What? Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
That was Christy Rubio's reaction when her friend called her after seeing my social media post about Lucas's letter to Santa. Here they are releasing his Christmas wish list in Santa Teresa on November 21st, where the Rubios live. It somehow ended up 600 miles away in Garden City, Kansas, 4 days later. The family who saw it floating down and caught it reached out to Santa for help since the letter had no address. The big man was also in Garden City.
If you're looking for a Pater Pete, that's a dead giveaway, so that's why we're looking in El Paso.
And he's been really working diligently to try and make Lucas's dream come true.
It's beyond amazing, everything that you guys are doing for our little boy.
It's such a great story.
That brings us to this meeting ABC 7 arranged between the Rubio family and Santa. And Santa had a surprise for the toddler.
Look over there.
Who's that? Pete. It's Pete. You want to go get him?
Lucas is a Pater Pete super fan.
We go to all the football games, we go to all the basketball games, and he loves Pater Pete. And this Halloween, we even dressed him up as Pater Pete because that's what he wanted to do.
Naturally, he wanted a Pater Pete toy for Christmas, but they aren't manufactured.
I had even posted on Facebook asking friends and family to help us find a way to make him a Pater Pete toy because I knew that the bookstore didn't have any, and I looked online and I hadn't been able to find any.
So when the Rubios sent letters to Santa, Christy thought they were just keeping a family tradition alive.
It's a tradition that we started with our son soon after my father-in-law passed away.
A tradition in honor of Lucas's grandfather, who launched balloons to Santa with Lucas's dad when he was a boy. Christy believes this is something beyond strong wind currents and durable mylar balloons.
We just keep thinking that it's our guardian angel, which is my father-in-law, his dad, their grandpa, watching over them constantly, making sure that he still has a part of their life.
Proof of love, proof of goodness, proof of the holiday spirit. Stephanie Valle, ABC 7.
What an incredible and sweet story, too, the backstory to all that. Doppler, that is incredible. And maybe that'll make some UTEP fans, I know they're a little bit sad tonight. That'll warm their hearts a little bit.
I mean, 600 miles away with those balloons.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, let me show you. Here's what I think would happen.
Okay.
I look back at the data, the upper level winds on November 20th when they released the balloons over at Santa Teresa. We got a couple of balloons. All right, so they release them. They get cut up around 18,000 feet. That's about 3.5 miles up above the surface here of the earth. The winds were screaming. I was looking at the data there from El Paso to Kansas. The winds anywhere from 70 to 95 miles an hour consistently all the way up to Kansas. So we got the two balloons. All right, so they lift up in the atmosphere. Here's what happens. One of them gets torn up in those upper level winds. So we're left with one balloon. That one gets ragged and starts to lose some of that helium. It falls back down to Garden City as those winds relax, and that's where they discovered the balloons. So it really pays to have very strong upper level winds.